Sure, I like it. I think I'm going to trim a little bit more down on the side here.
Camera check.
Camera check. Looks good.
Ooh, maybe. Let's see.
Got Alan Puckett and Starving Artist in the chat. Let's go, guys. Welcome back in.
You're gonna have to set the bingo up again at some point, like when we.
Oh, I think it'll be good if you just typed in bingo and pull up that site. It should still be going. But if you'll make over, I'm happy to.
Yeah, well, you set it up, so I don't really know how.
Oh yeah, I got you. I'll check it out at break time.
I want to play these games right now.
You gotta wait, just like everyone else, huh?
Oh, what?
Gotta save them for midday.
I know. I was thinking maybe we even do Power Hour, but it's just Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh no! Wait.
Why not?
Say that again.
Dark Side of the Moon.
We can do whatever you want. That would be fun. I'm saying oh no because I actually just read Alan's message. I'm TRX on my dad's phone. I dropped mine in the pool.
Oh.
Oh no.
Seriously?
That's so awful. Well, hello TRX.
Where does it say? Let me read that.
Aww. Shout out to TRX, aka Chainsaw, using our trending audio.
Our trending audio.
That's, I don't know what to call it. Our use this sound. What do you call it? I mean, that's our
Trending
trending audio. That's what it is.
That was it.
Yeah. Go big or go home, right?
Yeah, we made a short, and it's like a thing where it's like you can use this audio, and I
Right.
encourage everyone to go use it.
It's just fun.
And make your own, and we'll do this then.
Yeah. Ah, that feels a lot better. Nice. Very, very nice.
Bro, I'm like setting all this stuff up.
Yeah.
And like 5 minutes into it, Chrome's like, "Hey, you want to restore all your pages because it didn't shut down properly." It's
That
like I already did it.
sucks. Wow. It's like it's trolling you. Straight up. We had like a small little gash in our pot here, so I'm really just gonna fill it in. It's like a freaking fire thing with ceramics. You can always add a little bit. Good as new.
Steins.
Steins. 16-ounce Steins. Shout out to Thomas. Just started following us on Rumble.
Oh, really?
Let's
Oh,
go.
let's freaking go.
Let's go, Thomas.
We get the live fumble.
Fumbles.
That was a fumble. Huh? We get the live fumble notifications.
Yeah, that's cool. If you're out there on Rumble, you want to support Team Green, please give us a follow.
Dude, I think they might be tied with Twitch right now.
Oh, yeah? Sick.
And we got Charlotte on Twitch actually.
Oh, let's go, Charlotte.
It says, "Hey, how are you?"
We're doing good. We're working on some Steins right now. 16-ounce Steins. We have 5 of them. We're going to trim up and stamp, and then we're going to handle them. Let's see. So this guy needs a stamp.
Yep, I actually have one here.
Oh, yeah, you do. You got a big one, huh?
Yeah, someone wanted a 32-ounce Stein. So, you know, we always make 2. This one had an awesome drip on it. They both did. Obviously, we sent her the better one
Yeah.
because that's how it works, right? But we have this. Hopefully someone will buy this at a market or something at some point, but
Yeah, it's cool.
This one's 32 ounces. Massive.
So.
All right, I have to set this window stuff up again.
Starting artist said, how did you make those handles? Are they pulled slabs made with an extruder? These guys are all pulled, and then we form them into these little L's. So what I did was I took this stein right here on the wooden block, and I just marked it. There's like a little green mark, if you can see over on this side. And then pulled a long handle right off of just like a ball of clay. And then lined them up with our fingers just like this and turned them. Gave them like a little tap tap. I really like pulling the
Should be
handles.
all set up now.
Nice.
Turn the music off.
And then we'll be able to form each one exactly to the stein itself. But they're all about the same length, so this should be good to go. We're just going to trim all these guys first, and then they'll be ready. Thanks for asking. Extruders are cool, but man, the cleanup on an extruder is, it's exhausting. Like, imagine having like a PVC pipe with a die and you're shoving clay through it, and then the clay just ends up all up in the walls, and you got to go in with like pretty much like a toilet brush and scrub down the edges.
We got the art of becoming in the chat.
Let's go. What's up, Holistic? Our Brooklyn Beauty. How was your 4th? How was everybody's 4th?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's talk about our.
Yeah, we headed over to our friend Megan's house. Thank you, Megan and Tyler, for having us over. It was really fun. Lots of good food, burgers, dogs.
It's like, what, 3 years in a row? 4?
I think 3.
3?
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. Their house is like in the middle of nowhere, Florida, and it's absolutely beautiful. And definitely wish we could be their neighbors so we could have like a big piece of land. It's all just like farmland, cornfields, dirt roads, kind of. Oh man, love it.
It's like, yeah, I love it.
It's a
What a
dream.
good day, you know. Burgers, dogs, the grill.
Fireworks.
Shooting the shotgun.
Yeah, we shot our shotgun. That was fun. Shooting the shotgun.
And yeah, hanging out with your friends and everything.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, we had a 3-day weekend out of it.
Yeah, seriously. What's your favorite firework?
Favorite firework? I'm not sure.
Or maybe like favorite one from the weekend.
The ones that I don't know. They're all fun.
They're all fun, yeah.
We do have Chrisania in the vertical.
Whoa.
Said, do you like making things out of clay?
Definitely. 100%. Extremely fortunate that we're able to do this together and make a living out of making things out of clay, out of the earth, you know?
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I'm not even sure if I talked to you about this, but I was thinking, how it's kind of interesting because like a lot of our stuff's gonna get thrown away.
Oh yeah.
Did I say that too?
Yeah.
Because the functionality aspect of.
Oh no, keep talking. No, I'm not sure.
Because it's like a part of our mission to make things that are functional.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're no longer functional, if something happens and they become not functional, then
Oh.
they get thrown away.
Right.
Like obviously they're built to last.
Right.
They're kind of, you know.
When things happen, yeah. Or, yeah. Yeah, I remember you said something.
Yeah, but it's like either way. But even if you fast forward 1,000 years,
Yeah.
like some of our stuff will be around for a very, very long time. like eventually, yeah, it's just like it came from the earth and it returns to the earth at eventually, no matter what.
They came from the earth and it will return to the earth. I think that's beautiful. That's so true. Shout out Mike in the chat. Hello, how are you? We're good. How are you? Welcome in. Starving Artist said 4th of July was great. I'm glad the weather wasn't trying to kill us. Texas heat was brutal. Oh, it is brutal. Man. It was definitely hot here too. Been loving it though. We're lucky because we get the rain, so the rain cools it off every day. I love the cowboy emoji. That's awesome. There should be a Florida man emoji. Just like a guy holding a gator. Like
A Florida man emoji. I don't think a lot of people would use that.
I think everyone would use it. It'd be the most popular emoji.
What kind of poll should I do?
Oh. I mean, I don't know if you want to say 4th of July related. You could say like fireworks, yay or nay.
Yay or nay?
Art of Being and Becoming says, wow, looks cool. Thank y'all, thank y'all. Ah, as I jab my nail into it. Of course. Nice. All right, let's get a stamp on here. It's my little brace right here. Our stamp. Line it up in the center. Straight down. Rock it forward and back. Nice.
I could say, I'm good, my wheel isn't functioning.
Oh no.
It has a guarantee on it, so not the end of the world.
What's going on with it? How's it not functioning?
Might be an easy fix. Well,
Yeah, who
if you
knows?
can get a replacement, then
Yeah.
that, but
We had our wheel that we were using before this stopped working, and we didn't really have time to do a lot of troubleshooting, but when we did, realize it was literally a $10 fix. And then,
yeah, and shout out to Sheila,
yes,
who,
100%.
when our wheel broke, she said, you know,
She pretty much told us exactly what was wrong with it, and that's
She knew
exactly what was wrong with it,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, we were on live too, and like the wheel broke, so we had the wheel like upside down trying to figure it out and talking to everybody.
yeah, that was awesome.
Oh,
Holistic Hip Style did say 10. I made puzzle,
what's puzzle?
and there's a corn emoji.
Corn emoji.
I know it's soup. Pretty sure. Well,
Puzzle.
I guess I don't know. Dennis did say nay on the fireworks. You got 1 vote.
Whoa, you did it? Did you put it up, or
No,
they
I
just say
didn't.
that?
No, I
Oh, what? Nay. Why? Why nay?
You don't have to explain yourself, but
Yeah, you don't. It's
the
okay.
vote is appreciated. It's been casted. It's been received.
Cast received.
Art Becoming said, I was told it made them travel to Central America with every bite.
Look at puzzle real quick,
Wanna do that?
please.
Pozole is a traditional Mexican soup or stew. Main ingredients,
Corn.
hominy
Hominy.
and meat.
What's
Typically pork or chicken.
What's hominy? I don't know what hominy is.
It's like chickpeas kind of.
Oh, really? Okay, and you said pork?
Yeah.
Mmm. Ooh, I like chickpeas.
How many is dry corn?
Oh, dry
That have
corn.
been treated with lime.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that sounds really good. Corn and lime are like the perfect combo, huh? Barilote. That's my favorite kind of corn dish.
Elizabeth's in the vertical stream.
Hello. What's up, Elizabeth?
She said, love the tattoos. I just started pottery and didn't know people did lives of it.
Here we are. Let's go. Congrats on starting pottery. Yeah, when we started doing the pottery live, we didn't think anybody else did it either, and then we found like this whole community of people, and it was pretty cool. There's a bunch of cool people out there you can find. And thank you for the compliment. Mike said, I'm in contact with Vivor. Hope to fix the issue. They should be able to help you out. Maybe send you a part to replace. Starving Artist said, hominy is like if chickpeas and corn had a baby. That sounds good. I really want to try just like making my own like roasted chickpeas. Putting them on a salad. I guess I haven't really had that before on my own, so that would be pretty good. We've been talking about like trying to find some like new recipes and stuff, like freshen up our weekly menu.
Dan said, I just don't see the point in fireworks. The mess it usually causes, noise pollution, disturbs pets and wildlife. Don't see the point of spending money to see lights in the sky, just enjoy the stars.
That's a beautiful take for sure. I could appreciate that. I kind of said it the last stream, but like I used to not really care about fireworks or have any type of feeling about it until I saw like the Epcot Disney show, which is like it's more than just fireworks, but it's like a whole event, whole show that they put on with fireworks and lights and music, and that kind of like changed my life.
Yeah, interesting, huh? We could talk about it all day. How far back do you want to go? Like, why do we celebrate in America with fireworks? And then the whole history of fireworks dating back to ancient China, and the history of celebrating with fireworks. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. Holy crap. You don't think about it like that often, huh?
Yeah, definitely not nice to animals.
Yeah, that's the saddest part.
But we are.
I don't know. Transition, I don't know.
We are 47 minutes. Like I said, I was invited to dinner today. The sauce to the noodles was with ginger and bell pepper. It was so delicious.
Ooh, that sounds good. Ginger, bell pepper noodles.
Here's what the thing was we wanted to do. This is what we were talking about. Jess wants to make the pottery from the movie Ghost.
Yeah.
That's like the next video we're gonna try to do, I guess. Making the pottery from the movie Ghost.
Yeah, I want it to be like the evolution of it all will be like episodes. So when we watch a cool movie and get inspired by this happens to us often, we're like just like looking at the scenery in a movie while we're watching it. And there's cool pots in these movies, like, so it'd be cool to just have a series of making pottery from movies. But of course, it has to start with Ghost. Like, how could you choose any other movie? You're gonna talk about movies and pottery, right?
And then we watched a couple clips of Ghost yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna have to watch the movie Ghost.
I think we have to watch the whole movie to find out. We've seen it once, of course, but definitely like need to watch it just to have a better understanding to make a video about it.
We'll have to pick like the three, you know, most memorable pieces or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
And yeah, in those clips, she was making some big pots.
She was making big pots, bro. And I made a couple big pots last week, but it's definitely hard to throw large, especially when you're not doing it all the time. So it'll be a challenge. I like challenges. Let's get this centered up here. Yeah, when our wheel broke, I'm sorry.
Looks like him is struggling a bit, but
Jeez, what's going on?
not sure. When I set it up, it was like being kind of weird. It is what it is.
Yeah, we gotta get a new
I
camera.
can try to shut it down, but
That's up to you. When our wheel broke, what happened was it stopped going forward, spinning. It stopped going counterclockwise and only went clockwise. So it was only going in reverse, or at least it was my reverse. It was only going in reverse. And we couldn't figure out like what the freaking problem was. Turns out it was the relay. It was the little box where the switch lives that makes it go forward to reverse to nothing. There's like three options: forward, still, or reverse. And it just like wasn't clicking the relay on. So we bought a new switch online for like $10, and it worked perfectly after that. But for like 2 weeks we had to throw everything in reverse, and that was crazy.
yeah, that was like a challenge within itself.
It was, bro. It seriously was.
You gotta do the the whole culmination of the challenges with blindfolded, one-handed,
Oh my god.
throwing in reverse on a kid's pottery wheel.
While standing on my head and jumping up and down.
With the juggle knives too.
Oh my god.
Dude, alright. I want to say this, dude. This is funny.
Go ahead.
Over the weekend, because it was the 4th, right? And we got tunes cranking in the background, and you know we're watching stuff on TV. I watched several hours of the Monster Jam.
Oh my god. Guys.
And I never have really watched Monster Jam. I mean, I'm familiar
Same.
with Monster Jam, or I guess I'm not. What a show!
Really, really cool.
I mean,
You know,
cool. I don't know if cool's even the right word.
I think the right word is badass.
Okay.
Like, it is seriously like.
Like, why? But like, okay.
I think it's really cool, and I think the closest thing I'm
impressed over mostly by the production of it all.
Production value is very good. It was top notch. That's
That's
really
really what
show.
what's really what I'm watching when I'm watching most things.
Yeah, you analyze things differently.
And
Than I do,
wow, what an
yeah.
incredible operation they have going on.
That's cool.
I didn't know it was that big.
It's epic for sure. Definitely, I think the closest thing that I could think of that I've watched that reminds me of that is like BattleBots.
You watch BattleBots, huh?
Yeah. You know about BattleBots?
Yeah, I watch BattleBots.
I feel like that's kind of like it's weird and it's like why, but it's also epic and I want to watch more. Like
Yeah.
it's way more grandiose than that, but
They just put on like a 5 or 6 hour show.
and it was like live.
Non-stop content and it's live.
That was so cool.
And streamed.
Yeah.
And they got a DJ and they got all these people and it's just like wow.
They got like people talking to like people in the audience and like giving away prizes and oh man.
That takes so much planning.
So I think we're gonna go to one.
Oh my god. What?
There's actually 2 Monster Jams.
You looked it up?
Yeah, happening in Florida at the end. It's in August, so I guess that's like next month. Wow.
We'll see if you really want to go. You have to ask yourself.
Is this what I really want to spend money on and go do in time?
Just got really excited about the Monster Jam. I was hyped about it.
I think it's so cool. I'd love to go.
We'll see.
Well, yeah.
Never done it before. Or never been. I didn't really ever, like literally.
What, like think about it?
Just never watched it before.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever been like that. You know what I mean? Like live, like probably only for a couple of years they've been putting on a show like that.
I don't think so. I think
Maybe it's been like that for a long time.
They got major fans.
They do. Oh, you know what is another really cool thing that exists that we can talk about is Banana Ball.
Yeah.
Dude, they have this, it's baseball, but it's like a fake team, right?
No,
And
it's not like a fake.
what, explain it. What is
I
it
don't know.
like? It's like
baseball, but they do dances and they like it's like
a game show kind of, but like
they try to do tricks.
yeah.
In baseball, and it's more like for fun.
Yeah.
And it's
And they have like what, 2 or 3 teams that play against each other and tour. And it's for fun. And it's so silly. And it's live. It's aired on YouTube for free. That's cool.
You know how hard it is to get a ticket to that?
It's very
You
hard.
have to enter a lottery, I think.
Yeah. Sold out. We watched like a little documentary about it too. This guy kind of like put his whole life savings into it and stuff, and took a risk, came out on top. But they have like retired baseball players and stuff playing on the teams, and they're all just like having fun. There's like a guy on like stilts that played like what? Like halfway a circus.
Mike did say, mine don't spin center anymore in many ways. I know it could be fixed, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, might have to send it back. If the axle is off or something. If it's not like, if the wheel head's wobbling, I'm not sure. That's not good.
Starvin said, how do you feel about throwing lidded jars? I love making those in my ceramics class at school.
Oh. Are you talking about like a 2-piece lidded jar? Or a closed form that you're making a lid from? I like making lids of stuff. I would say it's probably not my favorite thing to do because it's like just 2 pieces, a lot of measurements, so you go back and forth. But they end up looking awesome, right? Anything with a lid is like pretty dope. Alright, that's 4. I think there's one more somewhere in here. Yeah. Number 5.
Bentley in the vertical did say, I think you're talking about banana ball.
Yes, I was. Banana ball. Very cool. I might have called it something different. I might have been wrong with whatever I called it. I might have said banana bowl.
Banana bowl.
I don't know. Banana ball. It's the Banana League. What's the other league? Like Thunder something, huh? I'm trying to think.
What?
What's the other league in Banana Ball? The opposing team.
Cat cam's not working, dude. Not cool.
Oh no. Try to unplug it from the back of the camera and plug it back in. Or unclick the little button on the hub. That sucks.
The wheel head is wobbling. The
Yeah.
axle is uncentered. It's frustrating to be honest, but I want to have a great stream, so I don't think about it now.
Well, it's definitely frustrating, and you're allowed to be frustrated. It was definitely frustrating when we went through all of our problems too. We understand. Hopefully, they can just, help you out the best they can, get you the parts that you need. Maybe this is a good time to experiment with hand building.
Yeah, I mean the wheel is not that complicated of a machine. There's only so many pieces to it.
Yeah.
It can usually be pretty easily fixed, but if it's like broken,
It's like actually
then
broken, yeah.
it might just not work.
You try to look up a YouTube video of somebody else having the same problem as you, and see if they have a solution that's would fit your needs. All of those are the bottoms of our pieces have this like little hidden foot, just like a little cutaway. Really
Man,
like
that's such a
putting that
bummer.
cat cam's like
Yeah,
not
and
hidden.
the other one I could like swap it out for this other one, but it's not working either.
But,
Should have checked.
man,
This one is working though.
that's so weird.
Dang.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Good luck. Bad stream, guys.
No, episode 120, not a bad stream. Freaking dope episode number. We're in it to win it today. I feel really good today.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Had a morning stretching. Got some chores done.
That's right, actually.
You got it?
Is it ready?
What?
The laundry?
Let's see.
It's been an hour, actually.
Has it been an
so,
hour? Yeah. Yeah, it should be ready. Boom. Let's see, Mike responded to Starving Artist's question that yes, I love lidded jars. They're my favorite right now. Nice. Starving Artist is asking, do you like using underglazes? Actually, I really don't. Unless you put like a clear on top of it, I feel like the underglaze always has a really rough texture. I think I'd prefer if I did any type of, if we went that route and did any type of colored overlay type of deal or inlay, it would have to be slip, like colored slip, to get the feel, the same feel of the clay when it's fired. But personally, I just like throwing the pieces so much more than any other aspect. So any of the like the decoration pieces, like adding underglaze, sgraffito, it's like really not our thing. And then at the end of the day, it's like our mission is to make these pieces in a nice, like affordable price so that we can get them out to as many people as possible. And every time you end up spending more and more time on your piece, it adds to the value because it does take more of your time. So we try to find like the best of both worlds of like, how do we make these pieces unique and beautiful and affordable.
We got Marley Grace Creations in the vertical stream on YouTube.
Hello, creations. What are we creating?
All kinds of home decor items, crafts, and DIY makeovers, and having lots of fun doing it.
Let's go. That's fun. Welcome on in. Our stamp right there on the bottom. This is the last one that we're going to trim. And I think what we're going to do is we have 3 wall sconces here that need trimmed, and then we will handle our steins. The handles look like they're feeling ready. But these are our wall sconces here. What we're going to do is we're going to trim the bottom down, so this is a nice point. We're going to add a little cutaway here for a hanging, like a picture hook on a wall. And then the top we're going to kind of bevel downwards. It's going to have a slant. So when it's hanging, it'll have more of a tapered slant there. But these are kind of drying out, so I need to get these trimmed up ASAP. Mike said, yeah, I think about making a break. The weather is rainy and I have other stuff to do. My nephew has a birthday in 2 days. I'm nervous to meet my family, so I have to be mentally prepared for the meeting. Yeah, family is, sometimes it can be a lot of pressure. You got this. I don't know if I should take my chamois off before doing this, but I'm just going to add a couple little balls of clay down here. See how it goes. I'm just going to trim this so that I can get a nice taper that follows the body of our form. Nice. And I like using the sure form because we can get more trimming surface area at the same time. I'm also holding my piece down with 2 fingers, trying to like spread out the pressure I'm creating here. So. I love that there's a window right here. Sometimes I look out and I can just see like little squirrels running around. That's so nice. Trim this bottom area, and I want this to kind of come around into a rounded point, not necessarily a sharp point. But I do need to trim the inside of this as well. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna hold pressure on this on one side while applying pressure with our trimming tool on the other side. Down and around. Right on the inside. Come all the way up. Mike said, how are the multicolored pieces from the last stream doing? They're good. We're gonna trim them up later on. Try to do it like the last thing that we do, because they are multicolored, right? I don't want to kind of get too much happening at the wheel color wise. But we have them wrapped right here. They're wrapped up in like damp paper towels, and they're still leather hard. They're really good. And we'll work on trimming those and get handles added to those today, hopefully. Alright, this is a good, just want to make sure this, I like this bottom area to be a round lip. Get that nice and flat. You can come in with some water and just smooth it out, get rid of any of these trimming lines. Nice. Just a little piece of the clay on the chamois worked very well. I wasn't sure if the chamois would hold the clay down like that, but it worked. Fire. All right. Nice. Let's clean up our surface. And we want to taper this top area. Like, I have a smaller one here. This is just a tiny one that we made. But this is what I want it to look like. I want it to have a nice taper to the top. So when it's hanging on the wall, it gives a really nice profile for a bouquet of flowers to come out of this. So let's see. I'm going to kind of draw on it with a marker.
Shout out to Mary Grace Creations. Just say, how long you been doing this?
Is it 9 years?
Well,
I think.
what
I have to
year?
recalculate this. 2016 was my first ever ceramics class. 2016. I took 2 classes and then I pretty much never stopped. So 2016. So yeah, 9 years, and then we've had the business for about 5 or 6. Is it 5? 6.
Yeah, it's 5.
All right, so I drew a rough outline here for this taper. We're gonna go ahead and give this a nice big cut.
Like they say, did you read that?
Mm-hmm.
How are they doing?
They're good. They're all leather hard. They're over here underneath wet paper towels, moist paper towels. They're doing really good.
And yeah, I guess recap. We didn't do the recap since the last stream.
True.
It was the 4th of July. We did do a lot of work. Pottery always needs to be tended to.
Yeah, we have all of our mini jars fired, bisqued, ready for glazing. So we did clear glaze the inside of all of those. They're down in our glaze area. What else do? We flipped the kiln. So we put there's a glaze kiln in there right now, actually, which we'll probably unload tomorrow and start packing orders again.
Temperature check.
Temp check, here we go. Kiln aid.
So that's what we did yesterday. Monday we glazed and loaded a kiln.
Yeah. All right, temp check. It is complete, cooling down at 1,076 degrees. So it'll be ready by tomorrow.
So that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll unload and we'll have a bunch of stuff to pack up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna end up putting a glaze kiln in tomorrow or not, but we'll see how much we can get done in the morning. But we definitely have a bunch to pack, so we'll prioritize packing these orders out.
And we got some special pieces in there.
Oh, really? What have we got in there?
We have the brown stoneware bonsai pot.
Ooh, yes.
That's getting fully fired but unglazed.
Yes, that'll be really, really cool.
We have a brown stoneware mini jar with clear glaze on it.
Yeah, man, we had all the minis ready to go to get dipped, but we really didn't have enough time to be like, okay, let's spend another couple hours glazing all the minis. But we did one brown bear tester in clear to see how it'll work out. I'm so ready to see that. Hopefully our clear looks really good on it. There's always, I mean, the clear is pretty solid on the white. It's not cloudy at all, so I don't expect there to be any problems. That's pretty much what we're going for, guys. Just need to create a nice hole in the back for a wall hanger. And then get our stamp on here. All right. Oh, we have one red pot in there too. That is unglazed, getting fully fired. So we'll be able to see the red. It's oh no, it didn't go in.
No, yeah.
There was 4 pieces that didn't make it into the kiln, which is such a bummer.
No, that's pretty good. I mean,
That's pretty good, yeah. Out of everything we had, only 4, were left over. They'll go in next week anyway, so.
pretty much know exactly
How much stuff?
how much stuff we can glaze.
Get
So,
in.
Pretty
Yeah.
accurate, only 4 pieces away.
Yeah, it was super accurate, right?
I mean, usually it's dead on. Marley Grace Creations on the vertical did say, we used to live across from an artist. I was hoping to learn. We had to move. My husband helped make tools.
Oh, cool.
Man, look at us being so cute and I can't show you guys.
Gotta fix it. What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna get a piece of foam here so I can lean our piece over. But we're just gonna carve a spot right in the back here. So I'm using an X-Acto knife, just pretty much coming in little by little. Nice straight line. That's what we're going for. All the way through. We could go straight down in the center here. And then we'll connect with the rounded point here. Mike said we have a new fireplace and I'm hoping to fire some of my pieces when the weather is good. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we were talking about maybe grilling this past weekend. We do definitely need to grill soon, but maybe we throw some ceramics on the grill once it's done. What do you think of that idea?
Huh. Well, you've never said that before.
Yeah.
What's the idea?
You know, we grill whatever we're gonna grill, and then like afterwards we have a small fire going. We just pop a couple bone dry pieces in there, close the lid,
Right.
cook them up, and see what happens.
We,
We have to kind of like keep the fire, you know, stoked for a bit, a couple hours. If you're interested in doing something, an experiment.
It have to get really hot.
Yeah.
Marley Grace wants to know if we've heard of Michael Sherrill
No, I don't
or
know.
Mud Tools.
Oh, mud tools, yeah, definitely. Cheryl Pottery, mud tools. Love mud tools, actually. My favorite mud tools tool is the Do It All double-sided trimming tool. This thing is so cool. It's my main trimming tool for sure. I love the loop tool. I think my second favorite mud tools tool is my sponge. They make really good sponges. All right, guys, that's pretty much what we're going for right there. As long as like that top line is nice and straight, it'll hang perfectly. So I'm just gonna double check here. Let me center this up. Nice. Just gonna make sure this line is super straight. Sweet. Let's hit it with our sponge and soften up all of the lines. All these little crumbs, once this piece is super dry, we'll just brush right off.
Mary said my husband did his sponges.
What? Let's go. Love the sponges. Using one right now. We've got all three of them in the shop somewhere.
Serving artist did say, what's your favorite color palette to use when glazing? I'm a sucker for primary colors and applying color theory to my works.
We're working on a primary color palette right now too, actually. But I like really bold contrasting, like really bold colors. And stuff that kind of looks like luminous, is that how you would say it? Like opalescent. Like that's kind of my favorite. What would you say yours is?
Well, that's kind of our styles. We go for glazes that have dimension.
That's a great word, yes.
And yeah, that have some sort of, I don't know, has to pop.
Yeah, it's got pop.
Yeah, we're working on a red and a yellow.
Yeah, and green.
We have a solid green, but we're working on a lime green.
Yes. Very true. All right. All right, that's it. This is the first. We have 3 of these to make. There's an order for 2 wall sconces. So what'll happen is right here on the back, it'll hook onto a wall, and the flowers, you can kind of see the flowers will come out from the bottom and the top, and you can put a bouquet in there. So somebody ordered these and they actually reached out, said that they're going to be a wedding present. So that's really nice to have a set of 2 of these. So we made 3, so we just make make extras.
Yeah, that's a super special thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
Someone ordered 2, flower wall sconces.
Yeah.
For their wedding, and I imagine they'll probably save some of their wedding flowers and have them dried up and hung up ×2.
That'd be really cool.
I like to say. Yeah, but for a tip, start with a little piece like the top tier of a jewelry fountain in size. I'm not sure if that was too. But also, they said a great reminder after to cut some extra sponges.
Mike, you've been trying to cut these sponges forever. Cut these sponges right now.
Starting out, I said I made my own sponge on a stick for ceramics class.
That's
my
it.
friends wanted to borrow it.
Yep, you need a sponge on a stick. I'm always wanting one too. Definitely, next time I go to the hardware store, I'm buying a new sponge. Alright. Because this piece is so tall compared to wide, the chamois just doesn't do enough it doesn't have enough traction, so I have to put the balls of clay down, but tend to not use the clay balls. Still applying pressure. 2 points of contact when I'm working on the walls. Taper this down. Then I want to trim out the inside, so I'm going to apply contact on one side while pushing the opposite side, the trimming tool. I can really get a feel for the thickness of this wall here. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to trim some more off the side here. Nice. A nice round ledge here on the bottom. Just smooth it out with our sponge and a little bit of water. Nice. Scoop. All right, now we're looking at this piece. We're going to trim the top area. I'm going to kind of gauge it with our second one here. Right there. That's pretty good. Here. Create an angle. Both sides. Nice. And then when we go to cut this, we're going to cut a fair bit above the line so that we have some room to play. Because you never want to cut a little too deep. You'd rather be shallow and then be able to go in and fix, bring it down a little bit further. Go. Let's try off this side too. Nice. All right, that's how we're gonna start. We're gonna take a sure form, even out our ledge, make a nice rounded curve here, and all the way down. Nice big swoop. Grab the edges. Nice. I'm just going to hit it with a sponge, smooth out all those gnarly little lines. If we need to trim anything else down, we will. I want it to be more round. You can see here, like this is actually really nice and round, and this one still has kind of a point to it. So we're just going to take a little bit off a little bit more off the top there. Just round that point down. Do that on this side too.
Let's see here.
Nice.
I wanted to do a poll.
Oh yeah.
Not a poll. Do you like pottery? Should we do that?
It's kind of a cop out.
Cop out.
It's a good one, but kind of like the idea of talking about colors, like primary colors, opalescence, or I mean, what could the categories be? What type of glaze would you like on your pottery? Like, what kind of glaze is your favorite? No?
What's your favorite glaze? That's what you're.
Yeah, and then like try to figure out
what
like
the options be?
like primary colors. It could just be like Fiesta ware, which is just like literally like all like a standard color, like orange, brown. I don't know if anybody's gonna even know that.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, let's try again. Or like hand building or wheel throwing. Go for do you like pottery then? I mean, if I can't think of anything else.
Done it all.
Done it all. Jeez. It's the center. And then, actually, I want to do this thing that I did last time to create a straight line. That was smart. Just think smarter. Like that. Something like that. All right, then we'll take our X-Acto knife on this one. All the way through. We can cut right down the middle.
All right, I got. What piece of pottery do you use most?
Ooh.
Cup, bowl, plate. And I need one more.
Can you say mug instead of cup?
You can say mug, sure.
Cup, bowl, plate, vase. Vase. Cup, bowl, plate, planter. Should do planter because we sell planters. That's a good question. I said 7 sponges are finished. I don't know why it takes him so long to make sponges. It's even fun. I carved one to be like an oval, like your mud tool sponge, but much thicker. I have soft sponges. I like the oval sponge for sure, but I used to throw with like, this is, you know, the sponge from the hardware store, just cut in half. You just cut this guy into like 6, and like that was the throwing sponge. That always worked really well.
Charlotte on Twitch did ask, do you stream daily?
We stream every Tuesday and Thursday. We are full-time potters, so there's more than just throwing the pots that go into the business. So it's not always as entertaining, but anytime we can, anytime we're in the studio, we try to pop the stream on. But at minimum, every Tuesday, Thursday. And we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Just hit that with our sponge to get it nice and soft and the inside. Make sure this line here is super straight. All right. I'm not going to worry too much about all the little crumbs. It'll be easier just to brush them out once the piece is totally dry. Sometimes if you have like lots of crumbs and your piece is still leather hard or a little tacky and you go to brush them, you're actually like adhering those crumbs back into the piece because they're both a little wet. So I'd rather just wait. And that's like one of those things that's it's hard to just stop and wait, but we got this, guys. Just gonna moisten this area where our stamp's gonna go. Grab our stamp, line it up. Starting on one side, I'm just gonna rock it all the way over. Perfect. All right, 2 of 3 finished. I think I'm gonna cover up our handles here so they don't dry out anymore. Just get wrung out paper towel. Get these covered up. Just like that. Our steins are feeling good. All right, last one. I like making these. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities too. It could be done with these in like different forms if we wanted, but made a couple without the taper as well. They look good either way. I like the taper better. I forget what color they asked for. I feel like it's sunrise, which is the color of this mug I'm drinking from, actually. It's orange base with pink opal glaze on top. So it's 2 glazes layered to create that effect and that dimension. Cheers. Come with this sure form. It's like a little uneven. I'm gonna fix that. I'm centering it from this point right here. That's better. When you push your little balls of clay down, you line it up to your piece and then you push down into the wheel head, not onto your piece, because you could end up deforming your piece itself. So you can see each little pressure point I have, I'm pushing down into the wheel head, and then it splays the clay onto your piece for you. This way you're not disrupting the walls of the piece itself. just gonna come up to the top here and start carving away. Make this a nice angle. Bring that taper in. I want this line to be really straight so that it can sit on the wall flat. That's what I'm going for here, guys. Like a little spot of brown clay on this, so I had to come down a little further than I usually do. Just trim off that brown clay. Come right on the inside, way around, smooth out the base. We're making this lip nice and round.
I'm back again, stopped for some McDonald's.
We're getting Big Macs? Yeah, as much as we don't do fast food, McDonald's is probably the one exception. And every once in a while, we gotta love ourselves a Big Mac. It's freaking yummy for sure. How do they do it? Yeah. Mike said, bon appetit. Starving said, I got a Happy Meal because the toy is mini McDonald's. What? You gotta check out the toys. That's funny. Yeah, they've been having some like pretty bad options lately. But a tiny baby McDonald's could be fun. We love tiny things. We have a little wall full of like tiny objects we've collected and found or acquired over many years. A teeny tiny McDonald's would be a great addition to our tent. Hold on. All right, that looks good. I'm really happy with these this time around. Mike said the German McDonald's is too disappointing. That sucks. It doesn't taste great, and it's so expensive. It's cheaper to make burgers at home at this point of McDonald's prices. Yeah. I feel like it's always cheaper to make it at home. It's better for you for sure. But that's such a bummer. They're definitely hit or miss out here. All right, let's see. Should like have like a testing area. Lydia, hello Lydia. Welcome on in. We're doing really good. Losing my mic. There we go. How's your Tuesday, Lydia? Starving said, now I feel like making a whole ceramics McDonald's set out of stoneware. Oh my gosh. You should. That might just be viral. Yeah, Mike said that would be iconic. Agreed. That's wild. All right. Some gauges, marking gauges, and then we're going to come down and create just a line where we think our cut should be. Something like that. And take our fettling knife here. Cut above the line that we created so that we can always just cut a little bit more away when we need to. Right, I'm gonna come down the other side too. There we go. Just gonna make sure these are kind of connected at that point. Good luck. Starving said I'll even make the little paper cups for the ketchup. Oh my gosh, there is actually a person out there. I don't know what their name is, but like that's their entire business, is making those little paper cups out of ceramics. And oh man, I wish I knew the business name at all. But they're all like slip casted, and I don't know if they have different colors or if they're all clear, but they have this kiln opening short where it's just a million of these tiny little condiment cups. They're all like the little paper cups. If anybody knows that person's name, you should drop it in the chat to share. Lydia said, my Tuesday's going okay. Had a big presentation for work, which was stressful, but I'm glad it's all done. How's your Tuesday going, Jess? It's freaking good. Nick and I are both 10 out of 10s today. I'm glad your presentation went super well. It's all done. It's over. Presentations are, in my opinion, very terrifying. I hate speaking publicly in front of a room full of people. Somehow this is very, very different. But, yeah. Congratulations. You did it. You made it through. Now you get to hang out with us. Mike said, yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah, I guess they kind of popped off.
What was it?
Lydia was saying how,
Yes, what was it?
oh no, it was Starving, making a whole McDonald's set out of stoneware, and then they would make like even like the little paper cups that the ketchup goes in.
Wow.
But there's actually this is what I was saying, is there's
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a person that's like all they do. That's their whole business, ceramic wise. They make those little paper cups, those condiment cups. I don't know what their name is or anything, but you definitely should. Yeah, there's a video that exists out there somewhere of Nick and I giving a presentation for our business.
Yeah, I have it downloaded.
Oh, really? Is there audio attached to that?
I think so. Never watched it.
Jeez. That's scary.
It was a 5-minute, right?
Yeah. I believe so.
We need to do a 5-minute presentation on our business. Financially, every which aspect.
Business plan, growth strategies, Yeah,
whether or not we should
finances,
get
a grant.
and it was sort of like a competition because it was multiple people had to go up in front to try to win it.
They called it the Lakeland Shark Tank.
That's what they called it?
Yeah. Well, that was like the nickname. What was it called? I mean, it was called like Launch something, I don't know. But when you see an advertisement for it, it'd be like Lakeland Shark Tank.
Yeah. That was really hard.
It was really hard, yeah.
Preparing for it and then going through it.
It was.
But, you definitely learn a lot.
Oh my god, yeah. Shout out to these people dropping hearts, whoever you are. I see the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Miroslav for the sub as well. I missed like all this stuff about public speaking though. Joel, help me. Where Lydia was saying something.
Let's see. The original message was did the presentation,
Mm-hmm.
glad that it's done, hate public speaking, but it had to be done, so we got the job done.
That's right. Good job.
Like I said, school life did a presentation that lasted 45 minutes.
Oh my god.
I got an A+.
Good job. Talked about it before, but the only class I ever failed was speech. It was the worst.
They said the anxiety of not knowing 100% of the listeners are perceiving you is too much for my own good.
Mmm.
I guess the more public speaking you put yourself through, the better you get at it. It's like exposure therapy.
That's very true.
Starving artist said, I'm sure you did great. Once you find your rhythm, the next one gets easier.
Mmm. Hopefully there's never another one. I'm sure no. I mean, there probably will be actually because I mean, the opportunity that's out there is like really, really cool. So there's an opportunity for us to do it again, which would be cool. All right, we're gonna cut a hole out right in the back here. Straight line. Takes about 3 or 4 cuts to cut through the wall. It's gonna go slowly, a little deeper each time. Cut straight down, and then meet the two. Nice. All right. It's all cut out, so now we're just going to make sure it looks nice, round, straight at the top. This one's like a little on the thicker side, so I think I might create a little bevel on the inside here. So it's easier for them to get a picture hook in. Nice. Maybe we even, I kind of want to almost include a picture hook with these. Nice. Just smooth out our edges. It'll make it look nice and crisp. The nice damp sponge. Inside corners, around.
We got Eddie Smooth in the Twitch chat.
What's up, Eddie? How are we feeling today?
Starving Artist is saying, I'm going to have my senior art show this fall, but I'm still not sure what to make. I'm not even sure what mediums to use yet.
Is it for a specific class or degree or just any medium art?
Senior art show.
Senior art show. That's cool.
Man. Yeah, you gotta take everything you've learned,
Seriously.
put it all in one piece of something that's wrapped up in love and some
Multimedia.
kind of meaning behind it.
True.
Starving Artist is saying, you both making me want to take a German lesson and Duolingo.
Do it. Dude, it was so much fun. Right. It's pretty cool. Let me get the stamp on here. Just make the area like a little more wet so that I don't have to press down too hard because we're like rolling the stamp. Just line it up, bracing underneath. Roll it right on over.
And he did say, love your tattoo, so cool.
Yo, thank you, man.
We do have this poll going.
How is it looking?
We got 66 votes. And I think I'm gonna wait till we get 100. But the poll is, which piece of pottery do you use most? Mug or cup? Bowl? Plate? Or planter?
Mug, cup, bowl, plate, planter. I want to take a guess.
Mug or cup is like one option.
Yeah.
Something you drink out of,
Right.
a bowl, plate, or a planter. What's your answer?
The one I use the most?
Yep.
I guess probably, honestly, plate. Mug is second. If I like the piece of pottery or ceramics that I use the most, I use a plate more than I think I use a mug. What do you think your answer is?
I almost never use cups.
True.
and I almost never use plates.
Okay.
So my answer is bowl.
Bowl. Ah.
And then planter.
Wow, yeah. Man, when I'm trimming, my nose gets so itchy from all the clay. Alright, let's check these out. Really quick. What do you guys think? They're all pretty similar. Hopefully they all come out looking like freaking identical. But I like them.
It's cool, like 3x3.
Oh yeah. My one critique with this wheel is like, it doesn't go as slow as I wish it did. It also doesn't go as fast as I wish it did, but it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Alright. Give them one last good look here. It's nice. Let's go over here.
Lydia asks, what's your favorite piece of pottery to make?
Man, like, I feel like people that do ask this question a lot, and I should just have a good answer, but it, like, kind of always changes. It's more like, what's my favorite one to make right now, you know? But right now, I'm really loving, like, the steins. The steins have been really fun to make. I usually say mug, because I really like making mugs. But the most fun is probably the jewelry fountain. What would you say yours is, Nick?
Oh, man.
It's hard. It's hard to pick favorites.
Pottery to make. The one I haven't made yet.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of stuff I want to make, but we haven't yet made yet.
Yeah, true. I actually want this stamp to be like way more embossed.
We got Jan playing in the vertical.
Oh, JM! Hi! Nice to see you. Happy 4th, belated 4th.
Asked, what are those?
These are wall sconces for a bouquet of flowers or dried flowers. Let's see. I'm gonna get the stamp on here and then I will show you. I did the stamp and it just wasn't deep enough, so I did it. But this guy is an open form and has a hole in the back, so you hang it on the wall. It's like this. Can you see this on vertical? I'm not sure. Hang it on the wall, and then you can put a bouquet of flowers or like eucalyptus, something that smells really nice, and hang it wherever you want. I think they're really nice, like for the bathroom too. But we had an order for a set of 2 of these guys for a wedding present. So we made 3 of them.
Got the one completed right there.
Yeah, this is like a smaller version of it, but of course it's covered in clay too. But it has like a tapered top, so you could put a bouquet of flowers inside, and it has this, the hole at the back, their logo. It's really nice. I really like these guys. Just hangs just like this. I had this guy hanging somewhere for a while. I don't know. I guess I don't have a tack anymore, so. Boom. Can live right there for a while. So we made 3 of them. We're all ready to go.
Someone else did ask, would you make ceramic chopsticks?
If somebody commissioned us to make that, we would, but we don't have that in our product, what would you call that, catalog at the moment.
I don't think it's probably not the best.
Yeah, to get like the whole thing glazed, you'd probably
just dip it and have like the last part.
Yeah, and then have it like on stilts or something. It could be done for sure. make it out of like a slab, probably. All right, what's next? We're gonna handle up these steins. So let's see.
He said, wait, I haven't been here too long. Do you also make pottery at Nick?
At Nick?
Yeah.
Nick does make pottery too. But I like making pottery like more, and then he likes glazing a lot more, and really like the creative mind behind it all. I really love throwing. I'm getting messy. We both do all of it, you know.
It's episode 120.
It's freaking insane, dude.
Pottery Life.
120.
The goal's 1,000.
Hell yeah.
And studio expansion
Yes.
eventually. But yeah, stick around long enough, pretty much to see it all. Jim said I could never hang ceramics on my wall. Kids would break them so fast.
Oh man. Gotta hang them really high. Nail it down, like straight up, like put the bolt like on the other side and like screw it in. Yeah, I guess we do have 2 pieces of ceramics hanging downstairs in our living room. There are these porcelain circular plates that are painted with birds. They ducks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch of duck stuff. They're really cute. We had 3 of them, and one, we were moving them around, and I broke one, of course. But, man, those are cool. I like that a lot. They're small. I like this big. Got them at like a yard sale. Yeah, I remember like growing up, my parents had a plate. It was like a wedding present that was given to them, and it hung on the wall. I don't know.
Are there pictures on it?
No, it wasn't their pictures. It might have had like the wedding day like painted on it. I can't remember. And I'll have to ask them about that. I can't remember.
I've got a pretty special piece. I'm not sure what it's made out of, actually.
I think it's porcelain. I think we looked at that once. Something like this, guys. That's what we're going for. Yeah, what does yours say? It's like like your ceramic piece. It's like a bowl. It's a 2-piece bowl.
I can bring it out.
You should.
Take a look.
This piece has been in his family for forever. It's like a 2-piece. What do they call that? Monogram.
Want to take a look at it?
Yeah, here, I'm sure. Decently clean.
Just have to be like extremely careful.
I know. Guys, check out this amazing piece. So this is actually like 2 pieces, and it's put together with a metal rod underneath, and what is this, a washer that you would like screw on to tighten it? It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm pretty sure it's porcelain. And it was made for your great-grandmother? Is that right?
Well, it says on the bottom.
With best wishes, August 13th, 1965. Hand painted for Mary and Henry. That's your great-grandmother, right?
Mary's my great-grandmother, yeah.
From Elaine and Lou, Dorothy and Henry, Beatrice and I think it says Sid.
Show the bottom. So yeah.
I'm pretty
65. That's 60 years ago.
I'm pretty sure from how it looks and feels, it's white porcelain with a clear glaze or a white glaze, and this is gold luster.
Yeah, so it's got like their initials in there too.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
It's really cool. It says hand painted by Rosalie Miller.
Really?
We should look her up right now.
What's it called?
Rosalie Miller.
How do you spell it?
Rosalie, and then Miller. But you can see, I can see here, like this ring and this ring are unglazed. So it's like this is where it sat on the kiln shelf, and this is where it sat on the kiln shelf. But it almost looks like if you unscrewed it, you could probably set this more evenly here, if you ever wanted to do that. You see anything about her? Hand-painted ceramics by Rosalie Miller. Mike said, wow, lots of emojis. Starving said, that's incredible. Heart faces, lots of hearts in the chat. Thank you guys.
No.
Nothing. We're gonna have to do a deep dive for sure.
I'll have to do some more research.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I didn't realize it had the name on it.
That's cool.
I'll check that out.
Yeah. 65. So how many years?
60.
Wow. That's crazy. Thanks for bringing that out. Yeah, that's a really cool piece.
Starving artist had asked earlier, would you ever sell a mystery box in your online store?
That would be really cool. We have the option on the mini jar for them to be random colors. That's probably as close as we have anything right now. What do you think? Mystery box. $50 mystery box, and you get probably like $75 worth of stuff, or something like that. Or I don't know. It doesn't have to be a discount, but
Interesting idea.
it is a cool idea. Lydia, if you were to get a mystery box of ceramics from us, what do you think it would be? Like, what would the... Oh, who asked that? Starving?
Yeah.
Sorry. Starving. Like, what would you expect from that? It's really interesting.
Shout out to a part-time cyborg in the vertical stream.
Oh, what's up, man?
Said it still looks brand new. Ceramics are just timeless.
100%.
It's pretty cool.
It's very true. Yeah, that's a great wedding gift. Like, and with the initials on it and everything. It's almost like I don't think they used it, because I feel like if they just had it there and they like threw their wallet in it or keys or something at the, on a table, the initials would have probably worn away a little bit from getting scratched. So I feel like they had it like in a cabinet. A vinegar slip for these guys, actually. So I have a thing of vinegar, and all I need is like some type of small container.
The way that it's made is really interesting too.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm just gonna go with a bat here.
Just a few votes away from
Oh, really?
being wrapped up. But I want to, if anyone, I know the poll's only on the vertical stream, so it's It's not a part of the real stream. It's not on Rumble or Twitch on the YouTube stream. But you said plate. I think that's kind of crazy. I don't think that's accurate.
You think it's bowl?
You use a mug every day.
Yeah, but only like once. I use a plate multiple times a day.
Oh.
I mean, that's kind of like my thought process of it. I do use a mug every single day. But I also use a plate. I mean, I guess there's a day or two where I don't use a plate, huh?
Ooh.
But I think like the amount of times during the day that I use a plate is more, so it probably evens out. I'm sorry you guys can't see me doing this, but I'm actually just like crushing up a little bit of bone dry clay. And I wish I had a better tool, but I'm using the back end of my fettling knife, which is actually dangerous and I should not be doing that. So find a better tool than really anything.
I could say worship the older generations for keeping this piece from being destroyed by their kids playing around.
Oh my god. Wow. I guess that's the whole china cabinet idea, right? Like the buffet cabinet full of, I don't know, my parents had something like that. The American cabinet. Alright, I changed my tool, guys. I'm not living on the edge anymore. I'm using just like a block. This is actually a linoleum block. And we're just gonna crush up a bunch of bone dry clay and then add a little bit of slip to it, make a paste. And that'll be the slip that we're gonna use for our glue, for our handles.
Oh, Jam did say I'm headed to play Magic. See you guys Thursday.
Oh, check you later. Hopefully your pieces arrived all safe and sound. I'm so glad, thank you so much for your support, man. Enjoy your game night. Alright, that's pretty good. We don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect here. Let me see. I wish I had like a small bowl or something. This is what I will use, a small bowl or something. Perfect. I'm just gonna make a paste.
Barbie said, good afternoon, Jess. You look so pretty in pink. How is everyone today?
Hi Barbie, thank you. We're chilling, we're good. Earlier we said our numbers. Nick and I are both 10 out of 10s. How are you feeling today, Barbie? Nice, guys. So when you use vinegar instead of water, it just keeps the clay particles tighter together. Creates a stronger joint. It's not, you don't have to do this, but we do like to do this, especially with the Stein handles because it's like a bigger handle. I like to make sure that the joint is really nice. So this is what we're going for here.
Starving Artist said, maybe the mystery box would have a mug and a bowl, or a small vase and a planter. Who knows? That's the mystery.
I like the idea. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you could throw a bunch of random stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like an easy listing, right? Throw that up there.
Mystery box.
Mystery box, get. I mean, that could be a good way to like, that's so, like, you know, sometimes we make custom stuff and there's like extras. So it could just be some random things.
Yeah.
That could be really interesting.
Part-time Bergen Berkel did ask, would you consider an auction piece to help the folks affected by the Texas flood?
Aww. If there was a charity that exists that like we could coordinate with, I mean, geez, that would be, I'd definitely consider it. Well, like talk to a charity company that's like established.
Yeah.
What do you think?
really sad what happened. Sucks.
Super sad.
Not sure how much of an impact we could make, but they're in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, I've been following along.
All right, 2 more votes and I'm gonna wrap this poll up.
Oh yeah?
Everyone else put your answer in the chat though. I don't think anyone answered. What piece of pottery do you use the most? Mug or cup, something you drink out of, or bowl or plate or planter?
Mm-hmm.
Just said plate, I'm saying bowl. And after 100 votes, the results are in. Out of 100 people, 43%
Said mug.
said mug.
43% said mug.
So 43 people out of 100 said mug.
Wow, cool.
23 people said bowl. 18 people said planter. And 15%, or 15 out of 100 people said plate.
Wow. Damn, I just plate.
So there you go, 100 people voted. And mug is the winner, 43%.
Let's go.
Mike said, I have a jar with pre-made wild clay vinegar slip. If I need some, I like to be prepared and have such tasks done before I even throw the ceramics.
That's cool. I mean, we had times where we kept a jar, but for me, it's just like easy enough just to whip up real quick. Then I don't have to worry about having another jar hanging around. And then sometimes it's like the vinegar would evaporate, and then I have to add more vinegar anyway. So there's always a little bit of bone dry clay hanging around. So it's always cool to hear about other people's studio practices.
Yeah, I like to be more organized as well.
Definitely.
Read all this stuff here. I could also add, I wish the best for the people in Texas. The news in Germany even talked about it.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's freaking insane what happened for sure.
Or we could say, I'm tired. Picked up David, my youngest, from the airport at 3 a.m.
Whoa. That's a crappy flight, huh?
I think I sold one of the puppies though.
What?
He'll be back around 6, so we'll see.
How many puppies do you have? Like 5?
Pretty sure it was like 8.
8? Oh, that's great.
Not gonna be puppies soon.
Yeah, right.
Someone said, hi from India.
Hello.
At home we store water in clay pots. It's heartwarming to see a potter in this world. While most people chase plastic, they forget about the beauty of tradition.
Yes, 100%. That's what we're doing here, trying to provide an alternative for those plastic products.
Part-time Cyborg said HEB is a grocery chain that actually deployed a disaster response caravan to help.
Oh, nice.
I trust them the most.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard of that grocery store in Texas, actually. Huh.
The guy with the name I can't say in the chat. He
Oh,
said,
no.
pretty cool.
Thank you. The guy with the name I can't say. Rough.
Or we said 8.
8? Because you're sleepy?
No, 8 was the number of
Oh, puppies. Oh, yeah. Jeez, it was 8, you're right.
It's a lot of puppies. Could you imagine?
I cannot, no. Not in the house. 8.
That's a lot of energy.
That's wild. It's a lot of walks.
She said, well, 2 of the puppies have chosen me, so I really only have 5 to sell.
Oh. How did you end up with these puppies? Were you fostering? You have a puppy, a dog that like gave birth? I don't know if I ever asked that.
Story artist said, how do you guys feel about making pinch animals? It goes a while back in my ceramics 1 class when I learned to make pinch pots.
Well, we do have a little animal creature that lives here with us, guides us. Not so scary guy. You can live right here. Fits in a mug. Do you fall over? Did we name this guy?
You don't want to know? No, I don't know. I don't think we ever did.
He lives right here with our mini dead cactus. We gotta put another plant in there.
Like I said, that's the thing. I rarely have bone dry clay right there.
Ah, there you go. That makes sense then.
So my daughter moved in with her unfixed male. That's how.
Man. Just an opportunity for more love. Just for all the love. All right. I think what we're gonna do is put all the handles on, and then they actually all get little finger toppers and little side finger guys too. I don't know what to call those. What would you call them?
Nibs.
Nibs. That's a great name. Yes, nibs. This might be like a bit too far away, but it looks okay. Nice. All right, number 1.
Lauren said, sister, when you travel through the countryside of my country, you'll often see big clay pots used to store water. Unlike plastic, which contains harmful microplastics, clay is natural and safe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like the idea of like the ancient,
Go ahead.
Oh, the ancient, I think it's called amphora. And they're large clay vessels. It's kind of like the inspiration behind the wall sconce. Large clay vessels with pointed bottoms that they'd like sit in the dirt, and it would keep the water cool. Starving artist, it's so cute. If you make more little creatures like him, they can also go in the mystery box. That's true. Ah. We have a finished big stein here.
So you can show like what the nibs
Oh
are.
yeah, these are the nibs. They're freaking awesome. One for the top, hold your thumb, and then one for the side too. So when you're leaning, your finger has a nice resting spot. This one came out really nice. This is a 32-ounce stein, so we sell them in little babies, 3 ounces. Kinderkrug, yes, Kinderkrug. 16-ounce, 24, and 32. So this is a 32-ounce stein in our honey glaze.
And then this one is actually from a custom order. They wanted a lid.
Yeah, so we have a ceramic lid with a straw hole. Came out really cool. I don't know if any of y'all saw us. We threw this live on stream. Just like that. Topper. This way they can clean it. That's what they wanted. They custom ordered this from us. They wanted a ceramic lid with only a straw hole. That's what they got.
Barbie could say, you two need some puppy love, and I have just the female for you. I'll bring her next time I visit
Yeah,
my son in
right.
Lakeland.
Oh my god. Maybe once we have an actual house. That
That's funny.
is funny. We do need some puppy love, I'm not gonna lie. Well, Nikolai said, you know, when we get a dog, it'll be like a guard dog.
Like guard dog.
How did you say it?
Um,
A protection dog.
what a big dog.
A big dog.
I mean, growing up, we actually had a Newfoundland, which is like a really big dog.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want that. I don't want like that big a dog.
Mm.
I think like lab sized.
Do we know what kind of dogs she has?
I don't remember.
What kind of dogs?
Part-time Cyborg said tea pets are becoming more popular
Oh yeah, I've
as
seen that.
Chinese Gong Fu Cha style grows in popularity in the U.S. Just as tea house is one that I follow.
Jess's tea houses.
Jesse's tea.
Jesse's.
What is that? Tea pet?
Tea pet. So like I'm familiar with the method of brewing tea. Like traditionally, you would have a small teapot and multiple cups and loose leaf tea, and it would be like when you're pouring, you like pour a little bit of tea onto the pet for like an offering. I'm pretty sure. Each time. Tell me if I'm wrong or right.
So
please. I guess I'm not
it's a little
familiar.
ceramic animal.
Yeah, with
And-
it sits on top of like a strainer in a basin, and you like pour a little bit of hot
Do you
tea.
drink
Like
the tea or no?
no,
You don't drink the tea?
no, it's like a offering.
Where does the tea go?
It goes into like
Into a bowl?
yeah, like I think it usually sits on top of like let's say a bowl with a plate and a strainer, and then the pet.
That's interesting.
I think probably matcha bowl / teapot's as deep as we're gonna go into like tea equipment. Maybe we do something with like a tea strainer, but when it comes to like super traditional crafts like that, I kind of want to leave that to the culture that makes that.
Dang.
What's up?
Barbie said these are lab size, 70 to 100 pounds, excellent guard dogs, play well with cats. I have 3.
Dang.
I think they're lap dogs. German Shepherd / Great Dane.
Jeez.
That's like
That's
exactly
that's
what I
it.
want.
It would just be so sad to have a dog in the apartment. Like that would
Yeah.
not. It just would not be nice for the dog, like at all. Like there's just, man,
Definitely not that size.
what an opportunity.
Leonard did say, bye guys, see you later. Wish you continued success and prosperity in your business. Take care always. I have college tomorrow.
Oh wow! Thank you. Good luck tomorrow. We'll catch you next time.
Like I said, yesterday we helped a friend buy a rooster for his hens.
Oh shoot!
He's so tiny, the world's tiniest rooster race in the world. So adorable.
That sounds adorable for sure.
And SJM said, is Denon still here? I need him to answer his phone.
Good question. I'm not sure. Denon!
No.
Denon! He might be lurking. I don't know.
Starving on it, so that's a cool mug and lid. Has anyone ever requested for the straw hole to fit a boba straw?
It's funny. So that's the first time we had a request for a lid on a cup or mug or anything. But we did ask her. We were like, hey, you know, what type of straw are you actually planning on using? Because it does matter, right? If they wanted to use a boba straw, a big straw, it would make the hole larger. So it totally depends on the client's needs. This time she said, actually, no, I'm definitely not going to use a very large straw, so please make it a regular straw size. But it could be made however anybody wants it to be made. I know there's like a really popular, I would say like ceramic trend right now where people are making tumblers, like a cup like this, and then they would push the wall in, and it would have a little flap of a wall, and then put a straw hole right there. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like a trend that's going around right now.
Like I said, yeah, the teak pets gets darker over time. It's so fascinating.
Oh yeah, because of the staining of the tea. Oh, you know, I've seen some really crazy things with the coffee pour overs. Saw this one, oh man, it was a while ago. It was a coffee pour over made of wood. Like, it must have been like finished with something, but the idea was like after time, the wood would actually like get stained by the coffee and could affect the flavor. It was like an evolution. It's really interesting.
Mike said the rooster is named Olaf after Olaf from Frozen.
Oh my gosh.
Which one's Olaf?
The snowman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's
never
funny.
watched Frozen actually.
Yeah, neither have I. It's so funny, but you know, it's everywhere. It's the most popular. What was it before that, honestly? Like straight up, like it was Cinderella. Like, I think Frozen took over Cinderella.
Barbie said, I've seen your apartment more than enough room.
Barbie!
Man.
If only you knew.
Dude,
They're, man. I
haven't
couldn't with the
actually-
ceramics
I haven't
everywhere,
actually
man.
even thought about it at all. So, I don't know.
I mean,
It's tough. We got a lot.
aren't
going
puppies
on.
like,
adding, you know, eventually, like, yeah, but I don't know.
you got them thinking? Wow. I just think it'd be a little dangerous with the ceramics, honestly.
That's true.
Like,
That's true.
we do literally just have shelves of ceramics, like, you know,
Well,
on deck to get shipped, and
They're very trainable.
true.
Someone in the chat did just say, I want to see your designs.
Well, you can see all of our products on SwanCityCeramics.com on our website. We don't have everything here to show you, but we're working on steins right now. So we're doing 16-ounce steins, putting handles on them. We're going to put little finger nibs on each side. And then after we finish our steins, we are going to throw today. We're going to throw some hanging planters. I have a ton of clay balls weighed out over here. Actually, this one's not covered up. I gotta cover these guys up. We don't want them to dry out. So let me make sure all of our stuff is ready to go. But we have all this stuff ready. Talk about on deck. It's on deck. Ready to get thrown. So we're gonna work our way through these steins today. Handles usually take a little bit of time. For me, at least. I want them to be really nice, so. Let's see.
Sorry, notice it, Mike. Totally thought it would have been named.
From Moana?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the one from Moana?
Hee hee or hi hi?
Oh, I think it's Hee Hee. That is the rooster name, though.
I've never seen Moana.
I freaking love Moana. Moana's a good one.
But then why no Moana 2?
Because you don't freaking do that, dude. You don't ruin a good thing. just because you can profit off of it. It's like, thanks, Disney. I don't know anything about Moana 2, and I never want to.
Why?
Because it makes me so angry that, like, they did that. Like, Moana 1 was good and fine as it was. Like, come up with another IP. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too much. Like,
So, like,
there's, like, the ending was done. Like, it was over. I don't know. I guess it's like, Moana 2, maybe she's like, I don't know, the first one was like, oh, there's a drought. How do we fix the drought? We gotta go find more food, right? It's like, maybe Moana 2 is like about her being like the queen, but I don't know. I guess I'm just staying away from it because I haven't heard anything good, and I'm mad about it, so.
there's your hot take. There's your hot take of the day.
Hot take of the day. How dare they make Moana 2 without asking me?
Mike said, no, he is not compatible with this rooster. This one is highly intelligent and quirky.
That's so funny. Yeah, he was a very stupid bird. Literally like googly eyes they gave him.
Does he speak?
Yeah, he doesn't speak English. He speaks rooster. You know, he like goes, "Meow. Meow." Whatever. But he has a personality, so it's like there's one moment in the thing where he's like scared, and he's like, "Bop, bop, bop." All right, that's the last bonk. Y'all, I'm not doing that one again.
Starting artist asks, do you ever sketch out designs and pottery ideas in a sketchbook?
Yeah, we do. I think like most of the time though, we just like talk about it together and then kind of throw it and then look at it and alter it like kind of on the fly. But there definitely have been times where we've drawn it out. What would you say? Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, we write down a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
We draw a lot of stuff. We have a whiteboard
Oh yeah, we definitely have a whiteboard.
where we organize our ideas and plans.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta make something and then see what's wrong with it and then try to make it again. Keep making it better
Yes.
so that it becomes useful and serve a purpose,
yeah.
and then I don't know.
Make it as good as possible. Yeah, sometimes, you know, it takes actually using the product to find out if it's the right thing. Like the first like round of hanging planters that we made, you know, we improved from that and said, you know, how can we make this better? Same with the mugs. It's hard to kind of get the feel of a mug without drinking from it, right? So you make your mug, then you drink out of it for a couple days, and you're like, this is actually what could make it way better. And then you make it again.
Our time did say, I love pieces that evolve over time.
Hell yeah.
Diet's being bad already.
Oh my gosh, it's not even close to anything. It needs to calm down.
Like I said, I've had them through the hard parts. They are very smart and very fast. I'm not just saying that. I have soaps and candles curing everywhere. They don't go near them because I said no, truth. I believe it.
I believe it. Yeah. I don't know, there's a guy around the way that has like a husky, and I just feel bad, like seeing that big dog and knowing that it's like in a small place.
It's so sad that you feel like that. Like a man lives in that place.
I'm sorry.
Part-time soccer workers say the new Lilo and Stitch movie is a crime.
Oh my god.
Against nostalgia.
Damn, I heard that is actually pretty bad too. That sucks. Yeah, it's just like you gotta like just pretend that shit doesn't exist. I shouldn't curse, I'm sorry. You just have to pretend it doesn't exist. Cause like you don't want to ruin your idea of what something is because Disney can't come up with a new IP and they just want to like hound as much money as possible out of. It's just like, oh man,
They kind of have to.
Yeah,
Set up
it
like that.
sucks, man.
They build a whole Lilo and Stitch world, and it's like you're gonna build a whole other world because you created a new character. How many characters can you have?
A million.
Alright.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, like, to some extent, I understand for sure.
They're trying to bring back monsters.
Yeah, they gotta put out a new movie, huh?
They literally got rid of Muppets to bring back Monsters Inc.
It's wild.
I feel like that's a bad play.
I agree with you. They're gonna have to put. Well, they're gonna actually
But it, like,
move.
goes to the point where I'm saying is like because they have Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
But they also have Muppets. Why would they do that?
They're moving Muppets to the Rock and Roller Coaster. So I don't know.
Kind of, yeah.
It's still like not really It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird play for sure. They could have a whole Muppets world, like straight up. There's so many characters and so loved by so many
They need to
people.
drop a Muppets movie, dude.
Ooh. Yes.
It's like Jim Henson is like no longer
Oh, is that it?
with us, right? I'm pretty sure he's passed.
I'm not sure. I don't know too much.
I shouldn't just say if I wasn't watching, I would have thought y'all had a rooster in there.
I'm so embarrassed. Stop.
Make a dolphin noise.
No. Never again.
Can you rub your belly and pat your head at the same time?
Yes.
Prove it.
God. What are we doing here? We're making pottery, bro. It's really just a oh, what's that called? It's like a sideshow. What's that called? Like in a circus. A variety show. That's what I'm trying to say. Do a little bit of everything here. We got magic. We got we got pottery.
Dude, you should learn a magic trick.
Oh my gosh, I don't know any magic tricks. I know this one. I don't even know it. That sucks. Full dude. You know a magic trick?
I used to actually.
Yeah. There's a period of time you used to like carry some cards around with you. Like, that was pretty cool.
I like magic.
Magic's awesome. Definitely, like, if we're gonna, when you have a kid, you gotta learn the cord upon the ear thing. Like,
Oh, come on.
that is so, you gotta learn some magic trick.
What is what?
That is like iconic dad. Maybe even grandpa. Maybe you save that for
Yeah,
grandchildren,
yeah,
right? Iconic grandchild.
Byru, Project Potty in the chat.
What's up, Byru?
Some of the article said, heck, my mom started pottery 3.5 years ago.
Mm.
Do you have some tips?
Well, we have a whole collection of videos you guys can check out on like how to throw different pieces that we make. There's a bunch of tips in there. But if there's anything specific that you have that is a question, we're happy to talk about. You can go on and on about just pottery tips. So if there's anything specific, please ask.
Part-time side works, and I'm surprised they don't sell bottles of ink because Monsters Inc. sounds like Monsters Inc.
Hmm. They could do like a whole line of like calligraphy, like. Yeah, I guess ink is like incorporated. Monsters Incorporated. Is it Monsters? No, never mind. Thinking of a song title. No, I was thinking that was the band name, but it's song title. All right, there's one more after this, and then we'll add the little nibs to these pieces.
I just say they have a new mower tractor. They said it's so cool. We are low budget mobile. No license needed. The driver's license is like $3 to $5 grand here.
Oh my god.
Bro, we just got a subscription from Diabolical Brian.
Brian, what are you up to? That's crazy.
The Diabolical Brian Willis. That's what he goes by.
Let's go. Dope name. I'm a fan.
It's interesting. That's no license needed transportation.
Yeah, that you can just drive your tractor around. But an actual license is like $3 to $5 grand. Oh my god. That's pretty wild.
So we're gonna say, look at your website. Those mini quart jars are all caps. So cute.
Oh my gosh, thank you. We got a couple chilling right here. What do we got? What do we got? I thought there was a sunrise one too. Oh, there is. Check this out, actually. This is so funny. We have Swamp Juice title, and then this is our newer one. We did it in a different style to put on the website as a 6-ounce jar, but it has a mini inside. Really love the minis. What do you like better, the minis or like the 6-ounce?
I think the 6 ounce is probably more useful depending on what you're doing, but I love having a mini jar.
Seriously. We take the mini jar anytime we leave the house. We have one in our pocket, straight up, and we just leave it wherever we want to leave it. Or like a lot of times we'll leave it with a tip, which is really fun. And people get really excited.
Pretty cool.
Cute. This one got a big drip.
Those are like our 3 most popping glazes too.
Yeah.
Title, Sunrise, and Swamp.
Fire.
We got Leah in the chat.
Hi, Leah. What's up?
Hard Times Cyborg ask, are we on Twitch as well?
We are. Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. 2 streams on YouTube. Vertical and horizontal. We mainly read the horizontal chat.
Yep, we're live on Rumble, we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube. And if you're watching this in the shorts vertical stream, you can go to our YouTube channel, go to the live section, and head over to our other stream. We'll be playing games in about 30 minutes or so.
Oh.
We'll be taking a break from Pottery, and we're going to hop over and do some other stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
King of Games in the chat.
Oh, what's up, man? Welcome on in.
They said that pink looks lovely on you, Jess.
Wow, thank you guys. Probably said that too. I guess I don't usually wear. I usually wear my beige shirt, huh?
It might be the reason why the camera's messing up, but usually it's not. Because
Wow.
it's usually because dark colors.
Oh really?
I don't know why
Yeah.
it's a little glitchy today, but
That sucks.
passerby in the chat said g'day.
Oh, good day, possible.
Dropped a like here and there. Horizontal doesn't get much love, but looks. But yeah. Shout out to passerby.
Let's go. Thank you, man, for always bringing the love.
All the way from down under.
Down under.
Crikey, or I don't know.
What was there was like there was a mini crossword question like yesterday,
Oh,
and it was like hello from down under. What was the answer to that?
yeah. It was g'day.
Oh, it was good day. I didn't finish the mini.
You didn't get that one?
No, I didn't. Duh, I know I suck. It was good day.
4-letter word for hello from down under. Easy. Like I said, yeah, the German driver's license is the theoretical and practical lessons and tests, and with eyesight tests, first aid seminar, and covered with fees for every single step.
First aid seminar. That's probably what we don't have that part here. They do eyesight, written, or not written, but yeah, a actual physical test, and then an actual driving test.
You know, it's crazy. When I lived in Arizona,
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
the license lasts for like 50 years.
Straight up. The expiration was like,
I still have it. It's not expired.
oh my
It
god.
expires like in the 50s.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember you had that for a little bit, and like we were somewhere and you had to show your ID, and they were like so sketched by it. This bartender like almost like tried to bend the card and almost snapped your card in half.
Because it literally
'Cause
says like expiration date, like 2060 something or something. But yeah,
That's crazy.
I still got it.
Seriously. That's crazy.
Starting I said I would use the mini jar as dice jail for all my Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
That's so funny. Dice jail.
Mike said the glazes are gorgeous. No wonder they are bestsellers.
Oh wow, thank you.
Starting said, and the 6-ounce jar would hold all my other Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
I don't think I've heard of dice jail before.
Me neither, actually. What do you have to do to get into dice jail?
They said, wahahaha. My players would be so jealous.
Jeez.
Got Eric Freed in the chat as well.
Oh, what's up, Eric?
They said knowledge test is the word you're looking for.
Thank you, Leah. Yes. Practical test and knowledge test. That's it. So the practical would be the actual driving. Is it true that a motorcycle test, there's no practical? Like it's only driving?
No, I
Oh, okay.
did.
There's both.
You have to like go on a computer and take a test.
Right. Yeah, it's all digital. And you ride your motorcycle? Like, and the guy
Yeah.
just watches you?
Yeah, well, you go through like
A
an
course.
obstacle course with some cones. You gotta like weave it out with some cones. You gotta do like a U-turn.
Is that like it?
No, I mean, it's, if you can ride a motorcycle, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But then there's like the pressure of like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
don't mess up.
Man, yeah, my driving's just, when I did it, like, you have to go on like the road a little bit. So we're like going around the curve, and there was like, I remember there was two things that I kind of like messed up on. It's like one was like the guy kept telling me to turn left, and of course I like put my right signal on, and he's like,
You still do that, dude.
I still do that, and he was like,
Not with the signal thing, but like,
I
you just mess up left and right.
it's like not in my brain enough for my left and right. Like it's not. I don't know why that is, man. I mess them up.
It's
like straight dyslexia or something.
50% chance.
And I always mess it up.
Not always.
Well, no, yeah, but it's like, yeah, no, it happened. It was like 3 times because he was, he was like left, and then I turned the right on. He's like left. I think he said like, oh, your other left, and then I ended up like understand. Like he was like made a joke of it. But then I actually did get like points off because we were going through this intersection and around, and it was a 4-way intersection, and I made the turn, and there was like a car approaching, and he said that I made the turn without enough time. So like, I guess I was too close to the car approaching.
Sure.
And the way he said it, he was like, well, what if your car stopped and like just stopped working in the middle of the street? Like the other guy wouldn't have had enough time to stop. And I was like, damn, okay, well that was my only critique. I still passed, but.
Someone in the verbal stream did ask, I want to begin pottery from home. What are the basics I should buy to get started?
Well, you really just need clay to start. If you just had some clay, you could make some hand-built pieces. If you wanted a wheel to do wheel throwing, that would be your second piece. But you really just need water and some clay and like maybe a tool. And then the other thing you would need is if you wanted your clay pieces to be completely finished and food safe and fired, you'd need a kiln. So maybe there's somebody around you that could fire your pieces for you, but the kiln would be the next step. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first thing you would need is some clay.
Some clay, for sure.
Leah said, well, supposedly you can't have 2 valid driver's licenses from 2 different states. That's true.
That is true.
The only reason I actually still have that ID is because I had lost it, and then I went to the DMV and got another one.
Yeah.
And then that one eventually expired. And then I refound it though.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I moved states, so it's like from a different state, but I still have it. And it says it's technically whatever, but yeah, technically you have to change your address. That's why it's like linked to like a different address.
Yeah. Like it's not expired, but if they were to scan it, it probably wouldn't scan because it'd be invalid.
Maybe.
All right, 2, 4, 5. We got 5 of these guys. So let's go ahead and add little nibbies. Try to get these nibs on before the games. That'd be great.
Read the rest of the message here though.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Supposedly you can't have 2 valid driver's licenses from 2 different states. So the lady at the DMV told me when I renewed my license, then again, she told me several wrong things. So LOL.
That sucks when like the person that's supposed to be like the one that knows what's going on like actually doesn't. Like, great. Thanks for lying to me, man. Alright, so we just need like a little clay ball for right here. And we're gonna do a little score slip. Score, score, score. Slip, slip, slip. Attach. And right where our finger is gonna live, so we're gonna scoop down.
Yeah. And then Leah said, apparently, supposedly, it's a newish national thing that used to be why they took them or punched them.
Oh yeah, they punch them.
And they don't have to do it anymore. But this comes from the same lady that said I had to get the real ID and I didn't have a choice, so double check. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the real ID is either.
Yeah, straight up.
Do we have that or no?
Yeah, we do. It just was what it was when we got the Florida thing. So maybe if you get a brand new ID, maybe you do need to get it. I'm not sure what the law is.
We did say that looks like a Leah Seistine right there.
16 ounces. It's perfect, man. I love the 16-ounce stein. So finger on the top, and then we're gonna do 2 on either side here.
Leah said, that's neat. The only reason I know it because the lady handed me my old one back, and I was like, you need to punch a hole in it or anything.
And she was like, nah. Wow. Yeah, even the licenses in Pennsylvania only lasted like 2 or 3 years, but the one here lasts like 10, right? It's like a long time.
Might
be
I don't
like
think it's 10,
6.
but I think it's like maybe 6, 7, or 8.
It's pretty long.
Here's what the dice shell's about.
Oh yeah, tell me please.
Dice shell is basically when your dice is rolling horrible numbers and that are not helping your character. It's like you put your dice in timeout until they roll better numbers.
That's funny.
Eric said, I did some porcelain cups with swirl. Your last stream really inspired me to give one more time a try.
Ooh, so like porcelain with dark swirl? Is that what you're saying? That sounds interesting. Oh, that means so much that we inspired you. There it is, guys.
Nice.
It's pretty cute.
These are 16 ounces?
Yes. Alright, let's make sure. Nice and straight. Be nice.
He said, oh y'all, Barbie already heard my DM. Oh, Barbie already heard the DMV rant. I was gonna make. I thought about making a whole short because it was so infuriating.
Oh my
Spent the whole
gosh.
day with my kid-free time fighting with stupid people.
Why is the DMV always rough? The one down here that we went to is actually the nicest one that we ever, the easiest experience. Even though the first time we went, we didn't know, but it was like appointment only. So we had to reschedule and come back. Even with that, it was still probably the best experience I've ever had at a DMV.
Yeah, you can't just go there. You literally have to schedule an appointment, and it could be like a week or 2, which is like
Right.
kind of messed up actually.
Yeah.
But if you have something that's like urgent, they will like handle the matter. But
Yeah.
essentially, you gotta schedule an appointment, and then you go and you sit down with someone, and then it's like more individual. But
Yeah. It was really nice, but yeah, it was a pain in the butt having
still a
to
pain in the butt.
just reschedule.
Apparently, she was told over the phone she needed 2 documents,
Right.
and I think she had to go back home and get some more stuff.
Ugh. What a pain in the butt.
And then it didn't work. Told I could use my title and registration, and was told yes, but registration expired.
Oh no,
I
yeah.
went home to get the old one, went up the road, get them renewed.
Oh my god.
Back then, and then you can't even use 2 docs for the same purpose. They can just jump through hoops, and
Yeah, seriously. I'm sorry.
so I was beyond annoyed. So I was like, WYH, I wish I could just get my normal ID because literally all you need is your old ID. And she's like, this is a new lady. Oh, you can. Great, so I did all that.
Great, yeah, oh my god. Our buddy just went through that too, actually.
Yeah, Tim just went through a horrible DMV experience too.
He had to get his like new ID to fly on the plane to get down here. I'm like, man.
And the Philly DMV is
Oh
awful,
my
man.
God, the waiting is outside.
It's
You
like
have
a-
to wait
it's like a
in
quarter
line
mile
outside. Yeah,
outside.
it's awful,
There's gonna be
man.
like hundreds and hundreds of people.
Man, we did it before we left too. It really is the worst experience.
Eric did say that they had blue, green, and red. The person is really hard to work with and has its own rules.
Yeah,
They were doing the swirl stuff. Blue,
that's really cool.
blue, green, and red.
Killer. Dude, blue, green, and red.
I said, yeah, wild clay has its own rules too. I think I get what you're saying.
For sure. That would look really nice. That bright porcelain alongside the color clay.
They said it was the same day I went to the hospital my mom died in to visit my sick sister-in-law.
Oh my God.
After that whole DMV debacle, we definitely had a bit of a breakdown on the law.
Sometimes you just
It was all too much. Nap helped.
oh my gosh. Sometimes you just gotta let the emotions out. Glad you had somebody to lean on, man.
Yeah, it's hard to stay. It's hard to stay composed under the pressure, you know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm familiar with frustration and letting it out. If you got the bell rung on my channel. But unfortunately, we can't even talk about it because if we get associated with that thing, it's gonna have to turn into something way bigger, like literally,
Yeah.
literally legal action.
Yeah.
If we actually get associated with something that is unfair and untrue regarding us, it'll actually get legal. So hopefully, we just don't even get associated with it. But it's just terrible and wrong that he did it in the first place. Burned a bridge. And that's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Yep. All right, number 2.
Built and then it's like, dude, yeah.
Nah.
Built a fake wall, tried to block me, and is gonna act like I don't exist. What a sad experience.
Yeah.
Dang, we are 3 hours, 17 minutes in the stream.
Really? That's good.
And we're coming up on 4 o'clock.
All right. I'm trying to get these mugs done before our break. That would be perfect. So that's the goal. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are saying, but I just see trim in, and I feel like that's about trimming. So I'm not sure in German. Nice. All right, 2 more little guys. Let's see. A little bit of slip, a little bit of scoring. Pop this guy right here and give it a nice little press. Try to think about like where my finger is actually gonna sit when you're drinking out of this. And then just press down and smooth that extra clay out.
Yeah, we're actually in the process of developing a new listing on our website. Custom stamp mugs and steins.
Yes.
And so we're gonna develop 3 stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it gonna be?
So the first one is going to be a stamp for Oktoberfest, because just a couple short months it's going to be Oktoberfest again, and we're going to have a Steinathon, make a ton of steins with an Oktoberfest stamp this time around. Second annual.
What's the stamp look like?
I think it should say maybe it'll say second annual Oktoberfest 2025, something like that, Oktoberfest 2025, and then it'll have a picture of our stein in the center.
A picture of the stein.
Yeah, like our stein with the little nibs, maybe
on
just
the stein.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, or I don't know what else. It could be a pretzel.
A pretzel.
Like a pretzel in the middle, but to have the stein in the center would be kind of cool. I mean, or it's the swan logo, but I don't know. Suggestions from the audience.
Well, yeah.
What do you think?
That'll be.
Yeah.
We'll be developing that. It'll be a new listing, custom stamp signs and mugs, and then one will literally just say your logo here.
It'll say your logo here, and then the other one.
That has to be the mug that you drink on stream.
Oh my god, yeah, that's so funny. Your logo here. But wait, there's more.
It's already iconic and legendary, the your logo here mug, and it's just I don't know.
Yeah, and then actually the next one I'm most excited for. It's gonna be our Swan City Pottery with a Vengeance mug. So you'll be able to buy for only 2025, because that's Swan City with a Vengeance is Pottery with a Vengeance is only 2025. Limited time. That'll be really, really cool.
Let's see, I missed anything here. Mike Baker in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Mike?
Said good looking steins. Hope you guys are doing well.
Thank you. Hope you're doing good too, man.
Of choice. You both would be drinking out of one.
Bud Light.
God, why?
Because it's freaking good. I like lots of different kinds of beer, but do Bud Light. Better be a Bud Light.
Yeah, it is sad. You can judge me all you want, but it's 100% gonna be Bud Light.
It's 100% Bud Light, bro.
I'm not much of I don't like a lot of different of the beer types.
Well, the other thing that's really nice is the Stiegel. It's a Radler.
They said not Bud Light at all caps.
100% is Bud Light. We're a Bud Light family. Nobody can change that. Ain't nobody can say nothing about that.
Oh man.
I know.
This is not based, y'all.
I know, man. You know, sometimes you just can't help but to love. Freaking love it.
Yeah, we're from Pennsylvania too. So it's we were Yingling people.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yingling's got a thing down here, but
yeah, Yingling does have an actual brewery down here. I think it might be their only other one, but it's pretty dark. So I don't know. Especially
I had an IPA one time.
Really?
It was with you. It was that watermelon thing.
Watermelon
At the
IPA.
garage in
That's
Philly.
Oh my god, that's right. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
A
It's
watermelon
called.
IPA.
Oh,
and
I know
had
exactly.
one, and
Yeah.
my stomach hurt for
That one was pretty sweet. Actually, shout out to them. They're really good. It's called 21st Amendment. That's the name of the brewing company, and they make a watermelon beer that is seasonal, I think. Freaking actually really good. I haven't had that in a long time. I'm gonna have to look for that.
Mike said, "Have you tried Coors Banquet? Sneaky good, lol."
Oh really? No, isn't that in the little tiny little bottles? The glass bottles?
Coors Banquet's good. I mean, I had a run with High Life actually.
Oh yeah, that was wild. No, we definitely don't drink a lot anymore, which is good. But dude, when you're craving a little refreshing beverage.
What's Todd drink?
Bush.
Bush.
Keystone. Keystone Light. Bush. I'm not sure what he likes right now, but that's what used to be in the fridge.
Yeah, that's funny, huh?
Oh my god. I remember the first. I don't want to go down a beer story trail here. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah, what's that one?
21 plus conversation out here.
What's that one? Steel Reserve.
Ooh, what? Oh, that's okay. That's your history. I never had one of those actually. Steel Reserve.
That's not my history.
No, sorry. What am I trying to say here? That's your story. Do you have a story about that? I just never drank that one. I guess I went for the It was like Mickey's, like straight up it was like a 40.
Lee said, Barbie said to Leah, a Weinstein.
Whoa, is that what we're making here? That's what my mom would say too. She doesn't drink beer at all. I mean, out of the people that we stay in contact with that have steins, like friends and family, like they mostly drink iced coffee out of it.
That's probably the number one thing we hear used for iced coffee.
Yeah. It's perfect for iced coffee, guys.
Number one use I use for it?
What's that?
Never mind. I use this Stein like for everything.
Yeah, it's really good for soup. It's a great soup mug. All right.
Yeah, I missed a bunch of chats, but
oh no.
Mike did say our dog loves his new treats, dry chicken feed.
Ooh.
He crunches them like we humans crunch chips. It's so adorable to see how much he enjoys them.
That's cute.
Shout out to Mike Baker. I'm gonna try to get back here a little bit. Javier Harris in the chat said 2026.
Who's here in 2026? Is
Oh,
that the
no.
comment?
Never mind.
Okay.
Leah said, I can't believe my babies are going back to school in a month.
Aww. Time flies.
It's a great time, though. Summer break.
Definitely catch all the rays with them. Spend all the time you can.
So funny. Not based, y'all. She said, at least they tried to walk it back.
Oh my
Dylan got
God.
real mad.
Huh?
Dylan got real mad they didn't finish that campaign after it cost them $2.8 billion.
Oh my God.
What was that about?
That's the name of that person.
What person?
The person that was on the commercials for Bud Light.
Yeah. I remember.
That's
Now
right,
I remember,
man.
actually.
It's all coming back. It's all coming. What's the song?
Yeah.
It's alright, we don't have to get too deep into any of that. That's not. We're making pots out here,
It's a
y'all.
good choice, Mike. That's my fiance's favorite. In
Mmm.
the glass bottles.
Nice.
I said stubbies are the bottles.
Stubbies?
Yeah, because they're like in those little kind of smaller bottles.
Oh, the teeny tiny ones? Yeah.
They're not tiny. They're
What's-
after 8 to 10 ounces. It might
That's
be 12.
tiny. Well, I guess, yeah, compared to whatever. But, what's that other one? It's like a
Highlight.
Jamaican beer?
Oh, Red Stripe.
Red Stripe. I never had that one before, but it's always sold in like the tiny glasses like that. Have you had that? A Red Stripe?
Oh, yeah. No, I've
Oh,
been
yeah?
in Jamaica a few times. They drink Red Stripe down there.
I just don't. What does it taste like? Is it dark?
No, it's
It's chill.
not like light beer, but it's like not dark beer.
I like trying different new things. We went to like, I want to say like last time we went somewhere, we went to like a brewery once in Celebration, Florida, which is actually like a part of Disney, which is crazy. Tried some of their beers. There's literally a brewery down here called Swan Brewing.
I'll tell you what, Hulk Hogan.
Oh my gosh,
He's
that's
got
funny.
he's got his own beer. Out
Yeah.
In Clearwater, Florida. We've had the Hulk Hogan Pilsner.
It's really good actually. Shout out Hulk Hogan.
Shout out Hulk Hogan.
I don't know anything about wrestling, but he killed it, so.
He's still out there doing it.
He's still doing it. He still visits. He like lives out there and he like visits his bar. Like, how cool would it be if you were just like having a pizza at a place and Hulk Hogan walked in? Dope.
They said Nick asks what person. I spent a solid minute trying to think of a politically somewhat correct way to explain. Yes, got this. I remember.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not done talking about Hulk Hogan. It's like,
What else
do you
got?
remember there was this person? Okay, so like in Philadelphia when we were there, it's
Yeah.
it's all like commuting and public transportation.
The Black Hulk
So
Hogan?
there was he would be. This was a guy that always wore the same thing. It was a black Hulk Hogan, and he would ride the bus. And if you got to see him, it was like a
that's not,
day.
like, that's not us, like.
No,
that
just
was his
thing. Like he
he
wore the
was that,
outfit
yeah.
and like
There's a lot
there-
of characters like inside, like
Yeah.
in the city area.
yeah.
But he was like legitimately.
That's
that
what he
guy.
went by. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what his thing was, and he like did like the voices, like and
People would take pictures of him and stuff.
yeah. Oh, he loved it, man. But like, if you saw him on the bus, you knew it'd be a good day. Like, it's so funny,
You're a
dude.
vent guy, right?
Yeah, an event guy.
There was a guy who would stand on a vent and have the wind blow up his shorts.
He had big cargo shorts, like, and kind of an older guy with like
He went
large.
somewhat viral, actually.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Somebody took a picture of him, or was it like a reel or something, and he went viral.
We had Popcorn Man.
I don't. Oh yeah, I do remember him. There was
And the city was wild.
Dude, I know, that's crazy. There was the Jesus in
Dude,
Love
there
Park.
was Philly Jesus.
Philly Jesus. That's what he went by.
He walked around
He-
in a white robe and carried a cross his whole life.
Yes, every day. Like,
And he was doing it online too. He was like a social media
yeah.
influencer. Literally called Philly Jesus.
Dude, what a time to be alive.
Not as bad as New York. Like New York's got some.
New York's
like Manhattan's
yeah.
got some crazy characters.
They got the people out there in Times Square that like literally just want money for photos, like that kind of thing. That's really not what we're talking about. These are just like people living their lives. Like,
And you never forget those people, huh?
they did their job, huh?
Dude, there was a guy. I have it on video. It's on my channel. It's like from old. There was a guy who would walk around with a Bluetooth speaker and blow fire.
Oh my god, you showed me that video.
Yeah.
That's. Imagine that. You're just like having dinner.
Guy pulls up on the corner with a Bluetooth speaker playing like rave music, and he
Oh
just
my
starts
God.
blowing fireballs like into the street.
Like, oh my gosh. Blocking the cars, just like
He would
blowing
block
fire.
traffic, blow
Yeah.
fire, sure. People are honking. He'd like cause a scene.
Yeah, he wouldn't care at all. I wonder if he ever got like, if the cops like did anything, because I don't think they probably did anything. Or just like, it just was. Stuff like that is just, they got bigger fish to fry, you know?
Mike did say, "No one will ever rock the handlebar like Hulk Hogan."
Shane, that's the truth. Oh, who's the other guy though? The Western guy. Who's like he has like a commercial, he's in Roadhouse.
I don't really know his name. I don't think he's got.
I thought he's got a
full
handlebar,
He's
no?
just a mustache with that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, Honky Kong in the chat
What's up, Honky?
did say Elmo has to make a living somehow.
Elmo? Is that New York?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's 4:00. So
Oh, this is my last one. Let me finish this up. Perfect. I can't remember if there was anybody else, but that was such a crazy thing.
Mike said, "Did you bend your tool to work better? The tool to scratch the clay." The name won't come into my mind right now.
I don't know what this guy's called either. This like, it's like a needle tool with like lots of little needles. One time I took one piece and like bent it all the way out so I could just have one tiny scratcher, and it never fully like went all the way back in. But I mean, it's malleable and you can move it around if you need to, but I didn't really, it came like that. It came bent. Unless literally one day it got bent in my bag and I pulled it out and I never realized. But I'm pretty sure it came like that.
Like, here, put it a little lower.
I do have like a miscellaneous amount of tools over 10 years of time. So like this could have been like given to me at a community studio, you know, and it just was like this and I liked it, but I like it like that. It definitely does work. I don't think it would be too crazy if it was just upright, but I do like it bent like that. All right, I'm almost done with this one. Let's see.
What do you think? You want to play these stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Are we gonna shut down the vertical stream and
Yeah, I'll
pick
do
it up,
that.
or should we just leave it on the?
No, we should shut it down because so the last 2 streams that we did, the phone overheated and we lost the stream like about at hour 6. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the vertical stream a break, and maybe even turn the phone off for like an hour, and then bring it back up for the last half of the stream because there's a lot more that I'd like to do today and throw. So it's definitely we're not done, but until we figure out another phone, like.
Yeah, the vertical stream only kind of pumps for like 2 hours anyway, so we're at 3 hours into it and it's pretty much died off. So once we kick it up again, we'll be back in the way. But there we go. We're gonna end the phone stream, but the stream's not over. Come on, go to our YouTube channel, go to the live section, and come on over to our other live stream. We're gonna be taking a break from Pottery.
Come on over for some fun and games, guys.
Come on over, go to our YouTube channel. I already said it, but like.
Bye-bye.